I'm muted. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? I think I'm live. I'm muted. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Okay. Yep, I can hear myself on YouTube on my iPad. Hi, Miss Deborah. Thank you for joining me. I'm live. I'm muted. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Okay. Yep, I can hear myself on YouTube on my iPad. Hi, Miss Deborah. Thank you for joining me. Everybody, can you hear me? Okay. Yep, I can hear myself on YouTube on my iPad. Why am I getting an extra? I got an extra. Hi, Miss Deborah. Thank you for joining me. I got an extra one open somewhere. Let me close it.
And I just now have to figure out how to turn off my camera.
So. Okay, I got an extra some open and it's doubling and tripling over here. Why am I getting an extra? I got an extra. I got it. Oh. Technology only works when it works.
Well, I can hear you, so that's a good thing. I can see and hear you.
Okay, wonderful. I just put a demonstration of the front of my stuff, but I'm going to change my camera view to. Oh wait, I don't change it here. I change it in eCam. Oh, here I go.
All right, I see you. Yes. Now, how do I turn off my camera?
You at the bottom of your screen, there's a little button that says start video or stop video, one of the two.
Yes.
And you can click that to turn your camera on.
So if the red line is through, that means it's off?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you can't. All right. But I know we have never met, so I probably should at least let you see me once.
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
I just sent you a message. There we go.
Yeah. All right. Yes. Okay. I said I had to rearrange some things to get in position here.
I know. Trying to figure this all out is a lot. I have never done this part before, using this equipment before.
Right. And I have a friend that I wanted to get some sympathy cards made today, so she's on her way to drop off her dies, which is kind of interesting. But the weather here has not been so good, so she's been delayed, but I have some other stuff to work on.
Okay.
And then, because I have some caregiving things going on with my husband, so I may have to pop in and out because of that. He's not doing so well today.
Okay. Okay. Well, I appreciate you coming. Hello, God's Desire for Me. Thank you for joining us. If you'd like to come into the Zoom, please join us right on the Zoom. If not, I have my chat box open. To my left is my iPad, so I can read chats because they're not coming in to my software right now. But I think that's because the live chat is open. I don't know. Because what I'm doing is I'm running this program through Virtual Cam, through eCam, which is my software, through YouTube. So it's a lot.
So will the whole thing be on YouTube in the end? The whole segment? Okay.
Yes, all of this is going to be on YouTube. It's recorded live right now.
Okay.
Yep. Troll teacher. Okay, so I want to get started right now with showing y'all what I'm doing, the products and everything. So I'm starting off with the Spellbinders. This is the, let me change my camera, will be helpful so y'all can see it. Yeah. Okay, so this is the Spellbinders kit that it's the $100 I Want It All package. And actually this is another piece of it. And so it's the I Want It All everything. So you get the Glimmer Set, which includes the Glimmer Foil and the Glimmer Plate of the month. And this is February's. So you get these two together, and this is the Glimmer Set. Then they have the small die of the month, which this is really a cute die set. I really like this. I've already started creating a project with this one. And the reason why I'm doing this first is because some of my projects is using these things. And then the large die of the month is numbers. And this die set comes with like the TH and the ST and that type of thing. So you don't have to worry about not having the complete 30th. Okay. Then we have the Amazing Paper Grace die set. I think I did one with this one also. I love her stuff. Most of her things are like a 3D type, but every so often she do have flat dies like this. So I did use this in one of the actual things I'm doing today. And then they have the stamp of the month, and it's a clear stamp. And this stamp right here matches with this small die. And these little pieces here cut out all of this. They all cut out, and they gave you 3 of them so you don't have to do one at a time, which is really good. So I'm doing a project with this too. Okay, so that's all of that. And then this is the card kit of the month. It's called Let Your Heart Soar. And it's a lot of pieces to this little set. It's a lot of decoupage pieces, you know. So we got regular stickers. Then we have puffy stickers. And then we have these stickers with butterflies and moths, which I think this is gorgeous. I love this right here. I'm going to use all of them. I know I am. And then you get the instruction card, which gives you some ideas to use all the stuff. 10 card blanks, and their card blanks are textured. They're not that heavy though. They're like the Michael's weight, you know, that 65-pound Michael's weight, but it's a texture. And it reminds me of some paper packs that I've bought from Michael's before. Then you get, of course, you always get this little roll of tape and these pop dots. Be so cute because you only get 12 or 20 or so of these little pop dots. You can use that on the first project, or I do anyway. Then you get a stamp set, and with the stamp set you also get dies, and some of the dies match the wording. They match this little birdie, and then it's a balloon in here. So you get a stamp set and a die set. You get a super pack of ephemera. There is so much ephemera in here, and I used a few of these, but it's a lot. You'll make more than the 10 cards that they send you. It's a lot in here. Okay, then they give you this pack of frames, and these are chipboard frames. And so you can actually color on these or build your design around these, but it's a pack of chipboard frames. Like, you really get a lot in here. Then you get a paper pack that coordinates with the color scheme of all of the ephemera. And you get 2 sheets of each. You get 2 sheets of each one of the pattern papers. I think that's really, really cute. I actually was only part of the club, and then I went back and canceled. That's the start of the rest of it. I went back and canceled it and joined this one to get everything, because I found myself, these are the solid colors. I found myself wanting the stamp set. And then it was like, well, why don't get the Glimmer Floral set too? And so that's how I ended up with it all. Very nice springy colors. really nice springy colors. Okay, so that's this kit. Oh, guys, are you waiting for yours? You're gonna love it when you get it. I really did like choosing the colors, mainly because I'm a blues and greens kind of person. So these blues and greens I really like that part. I really think that this part might be an overkill because literally there is a lot. Like this is the ephemera that they give you. And if this is 1 month's worth, what do we get for every time we get this package? Because this is my first time getting this. It's a lot. You're going to be using this forever. Okay, so that's this part. That's my Spellbinders kit. Okay, so I'm just going to put this right here. If you see my background is a mess. Because I have a lot of stuff in this little room. I had to actually move my office into a bedroom in my house. Hi Bonvi, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Okay, so now this is my first project, and it's made with the Spellbinders pieces, and that's the reason why I really wanted to show you the Spellbinder stuff first, because I knew I had a project. So what I did was I took this is one of the ephemeras. Let me bring it down so it could be a little bit closer. That's going backwards. Okay, let's lighten that up. Okay, so what I did was, this is one of the ephemera pieces, and I just colored them and added some hair. I made her skin a little darker. And then this is one of the pieces. All I did to take this to give it some waviness was I just took my finger and kind of bent it around like that to give it some movement, because I wanted it to have some movement. And then I'm making it a shaker card. So I took the foil die and I foiled this. I have a Go Press and foil machine. And so I foiled this, and then I used one of my regular dies and I cut this out, and it's got, a piece of foil here. The tip that I want to give everybody. Thank you, Smooth Movement. Thank you for joining us. The tip I want to give you about putting this on, when I put my tape on, I uh I don't know. I couldn't see, I guess. I couldn't see anything, and I kept on putting it over the line. And so, but when I stacked it, because this is 3 thick, because my foam is so thin, I could see it in the front. And I was mad because I'm like, oh my God, I could see the white in the front. But when I looked at it, it looked horrible. But I didn't want to take this a loose because I had foiled this. So what I did was I took a Copic marker, and the color of my outside paper, I went on the inside and I drew that color. So when you look at this, you can see where I went over right here, but it don't look that bad. It don't look white. So if that happened to you, that might be a way that you can fix it so then it don't look that bad. And so that's what I did to make it not look that bad. And now when you look all the way through this, you see color and not white. Okay. Okay, so let's put this one together. I foiled this piece too. This is another one that I foiled. I foiled both of these with the hot foil. And this is my matte layer. I foiled it crooked. So I got my cutter out and I cut around it because it made a perfect square, but it was like that. So when I cut it out, it was crooked. And so I just took a cutter and I cut it to make it straight. So don't be afraid that if it come out wrong, just cut it because the die is straight. Okay. And so, what am I bringing in? Okay, so I'm going to put this on top of this. This paper here came from this paper stack. I've had it for a long time, but it's called Park Lane, and it's a Joann's, but it's all wood grains. All different color wood grains. I love it. Okay, and so I'm just gonna mat this piece right on my wood grain piece. Okay. Was that supposed to go there? No. See. Okay, because this is not supposed to go right here at all. This is the inside of this card base right here. It go right here in the inside. That's where that go, because this is the inside. This is the piece I was talking about. Let me see. This was the piece I was talking about that those stamps made. That's one of them. And then this is one of the sentiments. And so I did that so I could have an inner piece. And if you hear my puppies, it's because I have 2 Yorkies and one of them loves to play. And if my husband don't play with him, he gonna bark. And he do quite often. Y'all probably hear him all the time in the lives. Hi, House Scrapper, Miss Mary, how you doing? Thank you for joining me. Okay, so now that's the inside of the card. See, I'm pulled so close that I'm not used to. I need some extra room. Okay, so that's the inside of the card. Then this piece is going to go on the outside. But I got these ephemera pieces here, these little bitty parts of the actual the piece of the ephemera from the kit that I'm going to put flat. And I did the same thing for the little lady. I colored her on purpose. And she's part of the ephemera also. So she could go on the inside of the die cut. So let's see, my balloon is there. So I want her about there. And I want her to be flat. And I'm putting her up in the front right here and the balloon further back to try to see if it'll look further away. Hi, Miss Cheryl. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so now that's why I did that. So it'll kind of make it look like it's this balloon is further back in the sky. And so once you see it through there, that's kind of the illusion that you're gonna get. At least I hope. That's the illusion I was going for. Okay, and so now I'm going to put some of these shaker pieces, because this came in the kit also, in that inside the Spellbinders kit. But when I make shaker cards, I find that my shaker don't shake a lot. So I include these little bitty white beads. I don't know if you know about these little white beads. They look like that. If you can see those little white beads. These little white beads help your shaker shake better. It helps it to shake better. So you don't have to use, I need something to hold this down. Let me see. So you don't have to use so much of your shaker pieces if you use those little bitty white beads. And those little bitty white beads are from, you know how when you make a bean bag, or you make like something that you stuff, that's what those are from. You use them for stuffing. And I bought a container of them. You were making, what about that explosion? Like, I saw that. I didn't this know right here from Joann's. And this is just part of them.
Yes, I did.
Miss Mary.
Okay. I did that, and
Okay. So there we go. Okay, so I'm, as usual, I always put my glue on here to keep it. And so I use those little bitty beads all the time to help it shake. And when you're going to see it, when I get to shaking it, it's going to really flow. They're really going to flow. Okay. So you see that? It really makes a lot of movement with those little white beads in there. It gives this a lot of movement. And there we go. I'm like, if you can hear that, I'm putting you closer. It really gives it that movement without using a lot of your sequence. And I want to say I paid $10 for a gigantic bag of them. I think it was like $10 for a gigantic bag of them. Okay, and then I'm going to put this right here. Our best wishes. All right, and that is my first card using the Spellbinders kit. Using the Spellbinders kit. Nice little shaker, but I'm not going to shake it too much because it'll make me dizzy. Thank you. Okay, so that's the first one. Okay. Unfortunately, I have to make, whoa, got stuff falling off over here. Unfortunately, I have to make a sympathy card. So that is actually what is going to be next. One of my ministers from our alliance son was in a automobile accident 2 days ago. And so I'm making this card for the family. It is giving me an opportunity, though, to use Gentleman's Study. So that's what this is from. This is from that auto ship from the other, from last year, from Anna Griffin, Gentleman's Study. So that's what this is. Okay. So what I did was I took they had an embossing folder and I embossed it. Really nice, deep embossing. Because I'm out this weekend, but maybe okay. Nice embossing right here. And then I cut out the die without the center part because I didn't want the center to see this green. So I cut out this part. And with the Gentleman's Study, the actual die matches the embossing folder. It matches perfectly. Okay, then I took this piece, and this is actually the inner piece right here, and cut it by itself because I wanted to give this some color back here. And then this piece here is one of the piece of the ephemera. So this is going to go right there. And then this piece here, Sending You Strength, was two separate pieces. It was a sticker, and this was part of the ephemera, and I put it together to make it one piece on some pop dots. And so this is going to go right here. And it's quasi making, oh, you know what? I did this backwards. This is supposed to go this way, and this is supposed to go, is that right? No, that was right. I did it the right way, like this. That's how that's supposed to go. And then this goes like this. There we go. I'm like, what's wrong with this? Why I don't fit? This is how this is going to look. And it's quasi kind of making a cross is what it's doing. Okay, so the one thing I love about Anna Griffin is that she has gorgeous card bases, but I hate the fact that I have to cover up these card bases. I really do, because I could use just a regular plain piece of paper, but because it was part of the gentleman's study, I'm going to go ahead and use it. And so I'm putting a lot of tape on here, and I'm putting a lot of tape on, but I'm also using glue. I'm not sure if one of my videos, if it was the one about the glue that was deleted, that I had to delete because of my audio. But I bought this new glue called Berry Glue. This glue here. Yes, I did. I did see the flash sale, and you know what I did do? I passed right on by it because I spent too much money. I spent too much money on stuff, and I had literally had just bought I just bought something. What did I just buy? Oh, it's coming. I bought the Inside Out dies. Yeah, I love this gentleman's study because it's such a manly, it's manly. Like if that's not even a word, manly, but it's a man card-ish type of thing. And so I have it, these dies. But did you see the preview she did today? Part of her auto ship for some dies is each one of the auto ship is a slim card version of last year's auto ship. I seen it today. So the actual auto ship is, am I doing that straight? Yep, the actual auto ship is, I think, this, but in a slim line. So you'll be able to see it in the slim line. Yeah, I bought I'm gonna purchase the slim line. I didn't buy the slimline kit. It was sold out, but I'm going to see if they have the slimline kit at her website, because I'm part of her club, and when I looked before, they didn't have it. They didn't have it yet, and so I'm going to check. See, I should have put some tape on here first, because when you put tape on there first, that tape grabs it. And then that glue holds it. That's why I use both of them at always, because generally anyway, because that tape grabs it, and then that glue keeps it forever. For a long time. Let me see, National Craft Day. So when is National Craft Day? Is that in March? You have the slimline kit, Miss Shirley. See, I want that slimline kit. And first I was like, I'm not going to use that. It's sympathy. And then I realized I cover up cards all the time, so the sentiment doesn't matter. I like the dies and stuff. And I did purchase her slimline dies, though. You see, I did that video on it with the little Anna Julie Nutting dial. So I did buy that. And so I'm going to get that. And I think somebody did a video with that slim line, and they cards were gorgeous. I can't remember who it was, but those cards were gorgeous. I think it was Princess by Paradise. I think that was her. I'm not sure, but somebody did them. And I was like, yeah, I got to get them. They're an enabler. It might have been Viennese. I don't even remember, but I know somebody did it, and they were fabulous. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure if this is a sticker. Yep, it's a sticker. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this here. So I'm not gonna put any flowers or anything on here because it was for him. I'm giving it to the pastor or the reverend for his son, and I don't want no flowers on there. So, but this is the card that I made for him, and I have the Crafter's Companion dies, and I'm going to use those for the inside of the card. Okay, so there we go. That is our next card. Yeah, I know this is the second card I had to make this in a week. Very sad about that. Okay, our next card. Let's see what's on the, okay, glue. Let's see what's on the horizon. Oh, okay, this is the next one. Okay, so I did a video about Anna Griffin and her dies that made these cards. They're the rocker cards. You know, they rock. They rock. And so we got the die from her at Create. Do she? I didn't even know. And so they asked us not to show the dies. And so I didn't do a video on that. But when I went and looked on YouTube, guess what they had all over YouTube? How to make a rocker die without that die. So that's what I'm going to do today. And so all it is a circle. That's all it is. It's a circle. So you take that and a circle and it rocks. And then you decorate it. And I thought it was her making this thing that was wonderful. And it's really just a round circle. So this is I took one of my tattered lace large dies, and this is a 6-inch circle, I think. Yeah, almost a 6-inch circle. And I scored it in half, and now I made that. This piece here is a vellum piece from Crafter's Companion, the Caring Thoughts. And so I wanted to put this on here. Okay. I don't know why my little machine is over here acting foolish. Oh man. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry. My gun over here is backing up, which is weird because this is that new tape that I just put in here. So it shouldn't be acting foolish. Okay. If y'all don't know how to do this part when you refill this gun, it's pretty easy. Just slide it around there and slide it in that hole right there. And then put this, stay on there. Okay, well, don't stay on there then. And then this piece sticks in there. Okay. And I'm really new at working with vellum, but I'm starting to love working with vellum. Okay, so now I just took this piece as a decorative piece, and I wasn't sure what size to make this circle, so I just cut out a piece that I had, and then I'm just going to go right along here, and I'm just going to cut this off. And voila, I got a matte layer. Okay, and then I cut out these circle pieces. And why do I have two? These pieces, I'm putting them together because this piece is so thin that I needed it to be a little bit stronger. Do you? I don't know why I learned how to do it. I think I was at a scrapbooking store one day and somebody taught me how to load it, and that's how I learned how to load that gun. Um, and now I can do it quickly. As you can see, I can do it pretty fast now. Okay, and so now this is just going to go right down on there. And the biggest key is you have to make sure that you don't put glue at the top of this because if it just so happened to open up, you're going to be stuck. Okay, and so that's going to go right there. And then this piece right here is just is it 1 inch? 1 inch piece by 3. And I made it into a, what is that, an M? Like that. And you use this piece just to make a stopper. Because when this get the rocking, sometimes it does that. And so this piece keeps it from doing that. And so I just put that right in there. Now that piece did come from an Anna Griffin die. And now it'll rock without opening wide up. See, I can't open it wide up anymore. Yeah, that vellum paper is wonderful. It's from the, what is it from? Caring Thoughts, the Caring Thoughts vellum paper. Okay, and so then I have Blessings to You, and it's just a sticker. You want an Anna Griffin sticker. You see, I combine everybody's kits together. It don't bother me a bit. Everybody's stuff be together. I use Anna's stuff with everybody's stuff. Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting. I have to reinforce and put extra tape all the time because it just, you have to. Okay, so now what I did was I picked some flowers from Anna Griffin, just a bunch of random flowers that I can just kind of put on here. And they all kind of match in that same color tones. And so they're all stickers. And so we're gonna just add some flair to this. We're gonna put that one on that side. Okay, and then I'm gonna add this one to this side. And then I'm gonna put this one right at the top because I want to bring in some of that blue. And if you could tell, I'm kind of tucking it between each layer because I'm bringing in a little blue like that. No, this one. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a little one right here because all I'm doing is I'm encasing the sentiment like that. Okay, and so remember I said you don't want that sticky to be right here. The way I cure that sticky is I take my powder thing, you know, that powder, and this powder thing, I want to show you. You open it like that, but all of this is some baby powder or some talcum powder or whatever. So see, that's all it is. But it works fabulously to get the sticky off. Okay, now that I took it loose, I might not be able to get it back. Thank you, Miss Shirley. I appreciate that. I love crafts and I have all my life. And so that's the only reason why it comes pretty easy to me because I've always loved the crafty part of life. I'm one of those people who can make something from nothing. I don't know where I got it from because there's nobody else in my life craft. And so see, it's a rocker. And so I didn't need any of these. I just put them all in the container just for fun, just to make sure I had enough flowers. Okay, so that is our next card. Miss Mary and Miss Deborah, how are y'all coming? Y'all having fun? Are y'all making stuff?
I'm here. I've got this new spellbinder die, and it's the detail cutting die. So there are 3 parts that you have to put together to make one. That's what I'm working on, but it's not quite coming together for me.
Okay,
I don't know if any of you have that one or not.
The 3, which one, what does it look like?
Let me see if I can.
Oh, I forgot I need this extra piece. I have. Oh, no, I've never seen that one. Nope. But when you do it, make sure you show me what it looked like when you finish putting it together. Oh, it's supposed to be like a gatefold? Oh. You still muted.
Okay. So basically the 3 dies were taped together, which is good. So when I went to cut them, I could cut them all at the same time. And the way they have this, they show you that you should do it in 3 different colors. But I found that there must be a right and wrong way to put them together because they don't quite look like the design. So I was asking if anybody has this one.
I'm seeing my comments, everybody saying they don't have it. Oh, Miss Ware has it. Sorry about that, y'all. Miss Ware says she have it.
So Miss Ware, have you put it together yet? Have you figured it out?
I have never seen it before.
Well, I did.
But it's made by physics.
I did figure out one thing I was doing wrong. I was trying to go landscape in order for it to kind of work the way they want you to. I think you probably really have to do a portrait, but I'll see. And
when you
so I needed
out,
4.
let us know.
Okay.
I ain't never seen it before. Okay, so this next card is really going to be a quick one. This one is the Spellbinders. This is that Spellbinders die. It's very intricate. It's really beautiful to me. I love it. And then this paper is from, where is this paper from? Karen Thoughts, probably, because that's the paper pad that's near me. It's the paper pad that's around me. I have so much stuff. Maybe when I go back to the visual, you'll see all the stuff around me, but I have so much stuff surrounding me for all the ideas that I have. I used to have a book. Well, I still do. I have a book of ideas. And so every time I create something, I write it down. Or if I'm thinking about something, I write it down. And so that's how come I have so many different things. Miss West, she said you need 4 cuts for each die to do the design on that layout. Miss Deborah.
Okay, and I've just figured out they've got to be 4 identical. So
Yep.
that's important, yeah.
Yep, that's what she just said. You got to have 4 of them.
But thank you.
Thank you, Miss West. We appreciate you. Look, that's why I don't buy complicated dies, because I don't have no patience. Yeah. I have little bitty patience.
The thing with the Spellbinders is that the dies, when you put it together, it's so beautiful, but there are so many little parts and pieces to it. So you really have to have the patience to do it.
Yeah, see, and that's me, patientless. Patientless at all. It's amazing the stuff I have patience for, but that ain't one of them. Because most people said you had patience enough to go to school to get a doctorate, but that was different. I got a whole doctorate degree because my mother asked me to get it before she passed away. But all I wanted to do was craft. That's all I wanted to do was craft. Okay, so there we go. The one thing about this little berry glue is this little tip right here. Can you see this little bitty tip? This little bitty tip is some amazing, y'all. It can reach the most smallest spaces. It's literally the size of a pen. It's I love that. If nothing else, I love that for this. Okay, sound like I have a visitor because my puppies is going berserk. Okay, so then I have these little flower dies. This is came in that kit also, and so I pulled out some heartfelt creation stems, some heartfelt creation stems. Yeah, I knew it. Y'all, I'm so happy. My daughter just came to visit me. But I'm so happy because now I can tell the world that my daughter is pregnant.
Girl, don't tell my business.
She is pregnant. I'm expecting hopefully my 8th grandchild. But hopefully we're having a boy. Hi, honey.
Why'd you gotta tell these people my business?
Shut up on YouTube.
I heard she sounds like my niece.
Don't tell nobody my
Your
business.
business,
I'm
yeah.
so happy. I'm just using my katana to make this to roll this because I'm too lazy to get up and go get my real tools. Get out of here. Charnel, you're gonna have to go and get out of here or something because you know he want a treat. And so all I'm doing is kind of giving it some shape for my flowers. And it's kind of like you can use whatever it is you want. Okay, wait a minute. I lost my screen. Hold on. Oh, my camera went silent on me. There we go. So you kind of can use whatever you want to shape your flowers. And so that's the only reason why I'm using this because you're supposed to use your ball tool. You know he don't care about me being on no live screen. He a dog. He know he want a treat. Whenever my daughter comes over, the puppy, the oldest puppy, wants a treat. Thank you. I'm so excited. We're praying for a grandson, but if it's a granddaughter, I'm a lover just like I love the other 7 of them. 8 of them. I'm gonna lost count now. My sons have children. This is her first child. And so I'm super excited. You know how it is when your daughter have a baby. For people who have children, it's different when your sons because the they mother is excited. But now I get to do all the mommy stuff and talk about the baby. And she showed me pictures every week of how the baby is growing. And I'm excited. And she wouldn't let me tell anybody. And now I get to tell people.
No, you don't.
I just finished telling my YouTube family. Okay, so now I'm gonna just put these together. These flowers and these came. I'm gonna put this one. I should have put the glue. Let's put this one right there. Because okay, I was going to use them stems, but I realized this is going to be a flat card. So Bonvi, I'm about to use some. I'm about to use some pearls. It said. I'm gonna put one right here. No, that's my 3 little pearls on everything or 3 little glossy stuff.
I say you've got to own that because that definitely is your signature for your cards.
Look, Bonvi said that too. She was like, "That's your thing." I'm like, "Yep, now it is." But you know what? I don't like glitter. Like I'm not fancy at all. I have to be one of the plainest people ever. I very rarely have anything glittery on. But I love putting it on my cards now. Because at first I wouldn't. But now I use shiny paper. Now I use all kinds of stuff. Yes, ma'am. Ain't nothing in here you can steal.
I don't want to steal nothing. I want to throw this in the trash.
Oh, okay. Okay, so now we're going to put...
So are you one of those closet divas?
Not a diva at all, nowhere. I'd rather wear gym shoes and a t-shirt everywhere I go. Literally, I didn't start getting even dressed up until I own a nonprofit. And that's when I decided to start dressing up. So I have a whole bunch of dresses. I just don't never want to put them on. Okay, so there we go. That's our next card using the Spellbinders kit with some what do you call these? Rhinestones. Okay.
That's beautiful. That came out really nice. And one of the things, although I've been making cards for a while, is I always feel challenged with coming up with the color combinations and making it look good. When you buy the paper kits and they give you all the colors that match, that's fine. But when you start using your own, it becomes a little challenging for me.
Right. See, and what I did was I purchased a book called Colorways or something like that. It's a book where you can print out and you buy it online, and I have it on my iPad, and it has all kinds of color combinations. And that's why I love these Stampin' Up! Used to make these. And so you really can combine your papers whenever you buy them. And they stopped making them for Stampin' Up! That one is from Crafter's Companion. Okay, so the next card we're gonna make, look, I couldn't make the next one in my list is because it's a birthday card for her, because her birthday is next week, so I had to skip over. Okay, so this card is going to be a dome card. I love dome cards, and I seen not Anna Griffin, what's that child? Sarah Davies make a dome card on one of her shows recently, and I was like, I want to make a dome card. So I ended up going online looking at different ways to make dome cards. And so this dome card is a little bit different than the way she makes them. Okay, but it's still going to turn out to be a dome card. Okay, so this shoe and this circle came from the surprise kit from Craft Stash. Why is she FaceTiming me? It came from Craft Stash, and this one right here. It's from the Made to Surprise kit, and it is beautiful. It has, if you like girly stuff, that's what this is from. Okay, so I watched her video, and that's where I got how to make this dome card from. Okay, so it's a 6x6 card, and so this goes here. And then what I did was I took the circle that goes with this round piece. There's a circle that go in here. It cut this out, and so I did that, and that's how these two pieces is supposed to work. As soon as I figure out how they supposed to go, because they go together, because I cut them out together. Okay, and then is it this way? Nope, it's not that way. Not that way. It's got to be this way. Yep, it's this way, but why is it upside down? Maybe upside down. There we go. I'm like, I know it's one of these ways that it's supposed to fit, and it's weird because of the way you fold your paper. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to mat these together. Okay, so I'm going to mat these two pieces. Okay, y'all got to fit together because it don't work if you don't. Okay, I guess it would have probably been better if I'd have made sure the circle fit first. There we go. Okay, so now, and then she took it upside down and she put in the window sheet. So I'm going to put the window sheet on here. Okay, so this is just some Crafter's Companion window clean stuff. Okay, so then once you put the window sheet on, it gives it movability. That's what they don't tell you. The window sheet is what gives it the movability. And I didn't know that. I thought that you could just do it with paper, but it's not. It's that clear piece that gives it that. The Gemini Pro turntable, I didn't get the Gemini Pro. That's because I have this big Sizzix one, and so I couldn't justify $500, and so I didn't buy that big one. Okay, so now this piece here is just gonna mat right there, just to kind of make it look pretty and give this some structure. Okay, so I'm gonna set this aside right quick and put these on there so it can work. And then I'm gonna glue this down to this card base. And I use so much tape up on these cards. Okay, and then this is just gonna go right on here. Okay, and so now this is just a plain 6x6 6x6.5 sheet of paper. That's what this is. It's a 6x6.5, and I scored it at a 1/2 inch. Got a 1/2 inch? Yep. I scored it at a 1/2 inch on each side. So it's 6x6.5 scored at 1/2 inch. Okay. So in the end, if you see, it's going to be 6x6. But the way she put this together, so you don't have to overlap both sides like they normally do, which let me do this first. Got to put my shoe in there first. The shoe is going to go, the beautiful shoe is going to go right in the middle. I'm just going to put that shoe right there. And some of this came off, so then I'm just going to color this and give it a black tip, a black tap, or whatever you call it, at the bottom of your shoe. Okay, so let me... Okay, so then what you do is I'm just going to take some tape and I'm going to run it down there. And I'm going to take this tape and I'm going to run it down there. And then I'm going to put some glue on it. So normally, you know how you make a dome and you take the other piece and you wrap it around, and that you don't have to do it the way she showed you. I was going to be so upset if I had put this on wrong. You just take this piece right here and you bring it right down on there, just like that. Because remember, this is 6.5 going this way. It's 6.5 inches long going that way. So then you take this other piece and bend it upward and lay it down. And there you go with your dome. And so now I got a dome without all that extra pieces and stuff. See that? The card base is 6 by 6. So it's 6.5 by 6. And you can do this with any card base. So if I wanted to make a 5 by 7 card, all I had to do was make a 5.5 by 7 and score a 1/2 inch on each side and lay those sides down, and you got a dome. Easy peasy, y'all. Easy peasy. You got to go check her out. It's Sam from the UK who showed me how to do that. And I'm not putting any sentiments on anything only because I don't know who it's going to. So that's why I'm not putting sentiments on anything, because I don't know who it's going to go to. But see how much movability this have just because this piece is in here. Just because of that is in there. That's the only reason why it has that movability. And they don't give you the secrets, they just show you how to do it, but that's what it is. And these pieces are just the little pieces from Karen Thoughts. Those little what do you call them? Decoupage. That's all it is, the little decoupage pieces from Karen Thoughts. Yeah, it moved. And there you go. Oh, I'm not selling Stampin' Up anymore yet, only because I can't be true to one company. I cannot be true to one company. And so I only become a demonstrator when they have the big sale and the stuff is just beautiful. Thank you, Mrs. Hazel. Thank you. I thought this was a beautiful, girly looking card. This will be cute for anybody. You know, the shopaholic, the shoeaholic, you know, the happy birthday. And it's actually a card you can open. Love it. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to make this. This is the next card I have. And this one is going to be a quick one. But it's for my little lady, my little mommy to be. It's just a 5 by 7 card, and it's to celebrate her 32nd birthday. We are exactly 20 years apart. Her birthday is in February. She turned 32. Mine is in March, and I turned 52. And so this paper is from one of I don't know, Crafter's Companion card, one of her card layers. And this is a 5 by 7. And the numbers came from Spellbinders. Thank you. How do I protect the cards? I make boxes for them. For something like that card, I would make a box to put it in that would have a clear opening also, so you can see the card. Yes, ma'am. What do you want?
Girl, a nap.
Okay, well, you can't get a nap in my craft room.
I'm tired.
Okay, so
you gonna show them how to make my baby shower invitations?
Yeah, probably. Okay, so she just came in the room, so she gonna see what I'm doing. But
oh, that's my birthday. Because it say 32. That's how I know.
I know that. So this is the numbers from Spellbinders. And what I did was I took glossy accents last night and put it on here to give it some shine, so it wouldn't be dull, because they were dull. And so I took this glossy accents and I piled it up. So if you want to make your own 3D puffy like stuff, you can use glossy accents. Hi, Dr. E. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so I'm going to use my berry glue because it has a nice little bitty spout, and because it also makes your paper buckle.
You want it to buckle?
No. Okay, so we're going to put this right here. But look how cute that is. It's nice and shiny.
It is cute. I like birthday cards.
She's a birthday cardaholic, y'all.
I still have birthday cards from when I was 10.
That's because she loved birthday.
Why are you telling these people how old I am?
Because it was part of my project.
I'm old.
Then don't nobody care.
I'm old and I'm having a baby, Jesus.
We know. if y'all been on here when my granddaughter is here, y'all know we silly. We love having fun. Okay. So happy. The letters are really nice. The spell binders. And you know, I have 50,000 letters because every letter set almost that Crafter's Companion make, I purchase. So I do have those too. But I wanted to use these because it was part of the Spellbinders kit. Yeek.
Can I ask you a question? How do you know how to space it? Or is this just like you eyeball it?
I eyeball it.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now. Okay, so I'm gonna put that right there. And I'm just gonna put this right there for some weight. And then I'm gonna put the 32.
Sheesh.
And the thing that I love about Spellbinders kit is they come with the extra piece. It comes with the ND, so it's not like happy 32. It's 32nd. That's cute.
It is cute.
You're supposed to know.
I get to watch you make my card.
And so these two pieces here is this. Remember I just showed you from the surprise kit. This is the nail polish and the lipstick. And the only reason why I included that is because she sells lipstick. She has a lipstick line called Love Lip Collection. And so that's why I included the lipstick. And I included the nail polish is because when she was in college, I actually am a nail tech and I taught her how to do nails. And so these are her two little trademark type of things. I know, Miss Hazel, because she's nosy.
I didn't know you was making a card. I just came in here because I'm about to go to sleep.
Go ahead. Go take your nap. Pregnancy naps. She has been a napper since she's been alive, so it's not pregnancy, it's just she like naps. So that is her 32nd birthday card. I don't want that not to be so crooked, but it's that glue. This berry glue really works. It really works. So there we go. That is her birthday card. Luckily, the gift is going to be delivered. So that's the third. That's the happy birthday card.
It's pretty.
Thank you. Okay, and now we have come to the pièce de résistance, is what I'm calling this last card for this live stream, y'all. You know what? I need to take a quick break. I'll take my medicine. I'll put it here so I can remember. Okay, so this card is. Put this on the dining room table for me. Thank you. Mm-hmm. This card is not a card. This card is a box. I had to squeeze in my little 5x7 container. This is a box that I'm making. And I thought that this would be really, really cute. I'm going to have to back up my camera so I can get more of it in the screen. So this is the Crafter's Companion little village scene where you stamp it and then it cuts around it. I made it on the top of a box. And I'm taking this. Oh, we don't know about me. I'm making this on top of the box because I seen her do it with her creator card dies, and I wanted to see if something that I already had would work. And so that's the reason why I did it this. This box came from the UK, from Card Making Magic. I have all of her boxes, and so that's what this is. And so this is the die for the box. So generally, that dome card will go into one of these boxes. Okay, so I cut 2 pieces out, one in the blue and then one here. And if you can tell, I cut off this part and I cut those 2 tabs off because we don't need them for this box. Okay, and then I'm going to take this box, and I got the vellum in here, and I'm just going to put the vellum in the bottom of the box. So I just cut a piece of vellum, and it's just going to go right in the middle, in the bottom of this box. Okay, and then I'm going to put my box together. Super easy. I'm just going to use some tape on them, and then I'll use some glue because I want this box to hold up. You know what? I can't put this box together like that because this piece needs to go in here. And well, I can, yeah, okay. So the way you put the boxes together, this kind of box, because there's plenty of ways you can put this box together, but the way you put it together when you cut off that extra part is you put the 2 tabs, this part I cut off and this part, they go together perfectly, just like that. Okay, so I'm about to put those pieces together. And I'm using a lot of tape, and then of course, I'm gonna come back with my glue, so it'll stick really well. And so I'm gonna slide it up to that score line, but not on top of the score line, just up to it. Just like that. So see how quick it grabs? Right quick it grabbed. Okay, so then now you build the box. But before I build the box, I want to include this piece right here. This is some lights. And if you pull that piece and you push this, those lights come on. Okay? And so I just got to figure out how to, oh, it's a piece of something right here holding them together. And I got these little lights off of Amazon, I'm sure. Okay. Oh, there we go. I'm about to say, how do you get it loose? But there we go. It's wrapped around there. And so that is your strand of lights. And so you can do this with any box. It doesn't matter. You can do this with any box. And so all I'm doing is taking this and I'm going to bunch them up and I'm going to put them around our scene. Let me see if this is going to work. I'm gonna take a little bit of my painter's tape and see if I can hold these in here, because you're not gonna be able to see it. The tape, I mean. Because most people have clear tape, Scotch tape that you probably can use, but I'm just using this for right now. Okay, and I'm making sure that I miss, and then I'm leaving this piece open, this piece, because it got to go inside the box once we finish putting the box together. Okay, and so now I can put the box together. Because remember, I already put that tape on there.
That's double-sided tape.
Yep, double-sided tape. And that's how easy you put that box together. And this is the opening right here. So you can be able to open your box right here. And then this piece, I'm going to glue this down because I want this top to stay down, because we have an opening right here. So I'm going to put this in here, and I'm going to put that right in there. Well, what is going on over here?
I think your glue hit the thing.
Okay. And then, you know what? You don't, that side stay open, because you need to be able to put this in and out. Okay. And so now this part right here gets glue, and then this gets put in here. Get in there. There you go. Okay. And then you glue that down. Okay, glue.
Did you color that?
Yes.
Okay, color it.
Yes, I did color that. And so that's why you don't put tape right here, because you got to open and close the box. That's the other way. There's three ways you put this box together, and one you put stuff on there. And so now when you put your little thingy in there, look at that. Isn't that cute?
That is.
That is so cute. I love it.
And it's the box.
And it's inside of the box. The little piece, this is all the box. That has those little bitty lights in it. Isn't that gorgeous? So, and then I have these pieces here that they look like wood panels, and they go on the side of the box. Okay, they go look like wood panels. And then these go over here, but I didn't cut them down because I didn't want, last time I cut them down, I cut them too short. And I didn't want to cut them too short this time. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Hazel. Thank you, Bonvi. I appreciate it. I'm just like, I seen it and I was like, I have to create something like that. And so those little lights, I've had those little lights for months. And so just think, look at that. That is so pretty. And that green down there, I put green because I knew the lights would illuminate to make it look like lights coming up. Thank you, Miss Shirley. I appreciate it. Pass me those down there. So that was my my last little project, and I just want y'all to see what we created today. I think that everything turned out beautifully. Okay, let me see. Let me back up this camera so we can kind of see everything that we made today. Okay, let me turn my lights back on. And so this is everything that we made today. Miss Deborah, how you doing? Miss Mary, how you doing?
Doing good.
Good. The house scene is from Crafter's Companion. It's that new one that they came out with that, well, it's not new. It was on the last craft day. It's this stamp. You stamp it, you die cut it. You stamp it, die cut it, and it becomes the village. And so that's what that is. And it's 2 of them. It's actually like, I think it's like 5 different ones, but I love like scenery. And so that's where these came from. Thank you, Miss Shirley. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. Glad you enjoyed it. I think that this was really fun. I would love to do it again. I would love to do it again. And so these are the crafty projects, and this is just the ones I decided to show because I had a lot more, and I was like, I'm not gonna do them all because they'd probably be like, get off this TV or this YouTube. So yes, how many is 2, 4, 6, 7 projects today. And so let me know if you want to do this again. We can always do it again. Maybe some people can come and join me and do some projects with me on screen. It would be wonderful. Let me change my camera view. I'm about to change my camera view so they can see me right now. Here. All right. So yeah, I have been enjoying myself. Thank you so much. Yes, you're gonna have to join the Zoom. What size is this? 5x7, I think. No, 4x6. So the die itself is 4x6, and this card base here. Oh, you can't see this because you see my face. Let me change this camera view. Okay, so it's 4x6. The actual die is a 4x6 die, and this is the stamp. But I stamped it on a 5x7. The box is a 5x7. Zoom, why are you blacking me out? Oh, I turned my camera off by mistake. So yes. You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. This was great.
Thank you, Miss Deborah. I appreciate it. I think this was wonderful. And I appreciate you for the idea. I really do. I appreciate you for the idea. And so we're gonna do some more. I think this will be fun. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna go spend some time with my daughter talking about baby stuff. So y'all stay safe out here, and I will see you in the next one.